Well, let's begin. Let's start this session. So, welcome back to the Voidheart, and as usual, I know I didn't do it last week, but because we had a giant catch-up to do. But this week, I'm going to send you to Chris to give everyone the catch-up, so that I can sit back.
Alright, so when we last left our heroes, we were trapped inside this mad mansion of Ali Aiden's master, still searching for him, room to room, either getting petrified or whatnot. Ali Aiden went into a room where there was apparently a mimic, and he started drowning. I just tried to help him unlock the door and let the water flood out, reconvened with everyone else, where we found an actual island just outside the window of the mansion. It was like it floating there in the void. And on it we met Lord Joshua Tiggins, a little dragon, who convinced us that it was perfectly safe, except for some pissed off candles. So we avoided those, found a makeshift boat, and then literally sailed across a lake, which was inside the mansion, which is inside the void. Confusing. But floated across, and then suddenly were ambushed by a giant lake troll. It was like this massive beast, and I panicked. Tumble just pulled out a scroll of enthrall, hoped for the best, and by pure luck managed to somewhat charm him, and he introduced himself as Mr. Dribbles and gave us a little tour and a boat ride across to the other side. Well, we finally met Harley Aiden's master, Bigby. So he told us everything that we needed to know about the void and how he had trapped Ileana inside of it. And just beyond that door, that there was something that needed to be dealt with, or he said that we were supposed to talk to her. We finally, after a long debate of convincing ourselves and working ourselves up just to open the door, we finally released it, and there's this massive void tendril creature burst out, and we all had these visions. Everyone had individual specific story elements to that, and we're discussing that now in the actual present. But before we get into that, the void tendril thing was slashing and killing all of us. We only managed to just scrape through, and I think there was something that happened with Dolaf. A little mote of corruption seems to have fallen into his eye socket. Not a lot of us are aware of this, but in fact, Tumble got his mind wiped just so that he didn't know what happened.
Yeah.
But something's up with Dolaf. We'll see where that leads. But for now, not anyone in the party really knows about it. So lastly, we went back to the keep where we have regrouped, and we're discussing the next plan of action. But we've got Ileana's body with us as well. So
right, she's in a comatose state. Still,
she is.
Yeah.
Kind of fell out from the actual tendril void corruption thing. So yeah, we're probably going to resurrect her and then discuss our plans next.
Yeah, another thing was that you realised that this was the real Ileana, and you discussed that whatever is leading the Great Heathen Army in the East is not her, and you don't know what it is, but it is taking the form of Ileana. So we begin today's session just as we left off, planning in the war room, discussing your visions, telling everyone about what happened, and all the named NPCs are currently inside the war room listening to what you have to say. Urki and Corky turn up just after you finished, and Urki turns in and is like, "Oh, this is where everyone is." And Corky comes in looking nervous, chewing her nails, and goes, "Shit, I told you they were here." And they walk in, and that's where we left off. And Otti is brought Lord Dolaf to the side and is like, "What are we doing with her? She's in our bed. There is a naked lady that is not me in my bed."
Yes, don't worry. I've instructed the guards to bring her down to the infirmary.
Okay, good. Why did you order all the guards to round up the rats? Do you know how much chaos that caused when you left?
Well, we don't want a rat problem, obviously. They spread diseases. It's not good for you in your condition.
She seems to want to argue with you, and you won. She finishes, folds her arms, and goes, "That's fine, but it was strange. Suddenly they're like, by orders of Dolaf, while they catch these rats. Some of them lifted up our bed, opened up where rats shouldn't be. And did you say you were going to give them a reward per rat?
I might have said that, but
Well, I
they're
caught
paid plenty.
I caught Kimmel out in the stables catching rats in the garden and stuff. Some of them aren't even rats, Dolaf. You need to look at them. Seriously.
I will do, shortly.
It's good.
In fact, I think we're convening now. I'll go see to that.
Okay, so everyone sees Dolaf leave. Vagor, what are you up to after this has all been discussed? It's because it's... Pardon me, I believe it's kind of like mid-afternoon. I can't actually remember, but...
I thought we was all settling down for the night at the end of last session, to be honest.
Okay, there you go then, yeah. Settling down for the evening.
So just heading
Naylor.
outside and see if there's any rats left, and if so, just laugh at them and be like, it's alright, just run along now.
Are you going to let them free?
I'm gonna just tell them to scoot off, yeah.
Okay, so you walk outside and Naylor's cawing in the air around, circling. As the night turns to darkness, she flies down and lands on your shoulder. Just kind of tussles around your hair a little bit.
Oh, yes, how are you?
She caws at you. Caw! She's obviously missed you because the moment you stepped outside, she's flown down straight at you. She pecks you a little bit as if to say, don't ever do that again, don't ever leave me. And then...
Flick her beak a little bit.
Caw! And then she kind of flies over towards the stables where 3 guards are guarding a crate. And you can see Kimmel, Foxfire, and the Stallion as well is making a right ruckus behind. Now that there's 2, they're obviously vying for territory, and these guards haven't realised that the White Stallion and the other Stallion are like obviously right next to one another and not liking it at all.
Well, what are you guys doing? There's no way I'm going to get any sleep while you're making this racket. So what's going on here?
Lord Dolaf said we should guard the rats, Vagor, sir. Oh, we're just guarding them because, they're worth a silver piece each, of course.
And you didn't think that perhaps guarding them and making so much noise kind of counterproductive? We want to get rid of the nuisance, not add to it.
Yeah. Foxfire steps forward and goes, "Don't you know I'm the one who caught the Stallion? I'm big around here." And you realise, no, you knew it was Arlie Ayton that caught the Stallion.
And also, I just look at him like, and you are big at making noise as well. Well done.
Yeah, but I can't do anything about that. That's the Stallion. He's making a ruckus.
Ah, yes, never your problem, and nothing you can do about it, of course.
No,
I
there
know
is.
your type. So what? Shut up. What's in the crate?
In this crate is a swarm of rats.
And you're keeping it here because
Well, Dolaf wants him.
kept here.
Well, not inside. He said to keep them somewhere so that he can inspect them. And of course, Dolaf, you would be walking out seconds later.
And this is where you chose
there
to
you
store
are.
them.
Yeah, in a crate outside.
And I'll walk over to the other point, realize there's no point talking to these people whatsoever. Like, Dolas, I think your guards may have a little bit of a problem thinking clearly.
Yes, unfortunately, some of them aren't the best guards we could really acquire. Some of the elvish guards, fine, but the more mercenary types do leave a little to the imagination.
Funny enough, Kimmel and Foxfire are your elfish guards.
I just assume he's talking of someone else,
Okay,
naturally.
These two here have been making a right out ruckus. They're scaring the horses. They don't seem to understand that this might not be the right choice. Perhaps next time, make it clear to them that they should use their brain a little bit and not follow your orders to the letter just because you said so. No offense, but I think they are perhaps a little bit too literal in their interpretation, and I won't be able to get any sleep until they stop this. So
I suspect my father has probably drummed very literal orders into them, but good suggestion nonetheless. I will attempt to reshape the way they think.
yes, well, good luck with that, and if you could, don't take too long. I do want to get some sleep. I'm usually sort of tired from a long day. Not really interested in dealing with these people right now.
Okay, so I'm assuming you and Naylor go back in then?
No, I'm gonna go over to where I normally rest, like outside, but it's noisy, so
Okay.
I'm gonna go
Cool.
sleep yet.
Okay, so Dolaf, you head towards the 2 guards, and then they snap to attention. All right, Lord, we managed to keep most of them in this crate for you, and Kimmel.
Yes. Good job. Kimmel,
Yes.
take the stallion, that one, elsewhere, please.
Which one do you point to? The one that Otti got you, or the one that you got from the Horsemaster?
The Horsemaster.
He looks at it. Can you make a persuasion check because the actual stallion's got a passive intimidation of 14. Okay, fair enough.
I'm a lord, after all.
Let me look at Kimmel's character sheet for a second. Ah. Oh, well, he didn't do too bad on his animal handling check. So he turns, goes, of course, my lord. Walks in and see the stallion rears back, brings up his hoofs. He manages to dodge out the way, leaps up onto the back of it, grabs its mane, and then the door opens and he rides it off. He has a little bit of trouble at first, but then it gives in and lets him ride it out into the field near the pen where you keep all the mares.
You, Foxfire,
Hmm?
keep this one here, but don't let the two go near each other. Clearly battling out for dominance here. I'll take care of the rats.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'll pick the box up and head off.
Okay, so it's I'd say it's more like 2 shoeboxes size. So you pick it up, walk off. Where are you going with it?
There's like a little officer's room next to my bedroom upstairs,
Yep.
where the guards can convene on the wall. Just up there.
Okay, you head up there. And Tumble, as you are exiting the war room, you do see Dolaf walk past with a crate. No. What do you want to do?
Tumble.
I'm turning in for the night.
Likewise. Just as soon as
Alright.
I've dealt with these.
Ileana in the infirmary now.
She should be. I'll have a guard check though. I'm going to keep
sorry.
a few guards in there with her.
I'll check for you.
Thanks.
Okay, so Tumble, you head to the infirmary and you see that one of the guards is looking strangely down. He's placed her onto the bed and he's looking down at her naked body and he goes, "Oh, you're sorry," and puts the quilt over her and he goes, "Why am I saying sorry to her? She's unconscious." And then he looks weird at himself and he goes, "Don't this feel strange?" And the other guard looks at him and says, "A little, but you know, orders
Both
are
of you-
orders." Hello! Yeah, they turn around.
What are you doing?
Oh, it's Tumble. Oh, alright, mate. They thought you were
What do you think you're
Dolaf.
doing?
Oh,
Just stand outside.
well, it's awkward, ain't it? Like, surely we should dress her.
She can dress herself when she wakes up.
Well, fair enough. And then they kind of walk out, leaving you alone.
Okay. I will go over to the unconscious body of Ileana
Mhm.
and just stare at her face for a moment.
Yep.
Pull out a very small dagger
Mhm.
and hold it to her throat.
Okay.
And I'm thinking to myself, it could be so easy right now.
You see a little bead of blood begin to run down her neck.
But if what she says is true, then this is just a big mistake. I pull the dagger away and sheath it again.
Mm-hmm. Unmoving body of a coma patient.
Just staring at her and still got a lot of explaining to do. And I back up from the bed
Mm-hmm.
and just walk out again.
Okay, you going to sleep now, heading up to
Yeah.
your bedroom. Okay, you head up to your bedroom, you pass Ali Aiden, who's like, "Good night, Tantor!" as he slams his door closed, and you hear loads of croaking for some reason as he...
Good night. Yeah, alright. Trying to get some sleep. I'm gonna turn in for the night and yeah. I'm gonna probably go through all my belongings, make sure I've got everything ready for tomorrow.
Okie dokie. Now, Dolaf, you head up to that area. You are quite alone, except for one guard who's on a parapet above you and away, keeping an eye out on the countryside. He does notice you come up, and he looks down and he goes, "It's all good, sir. Duaga are in their camp. Countryside looks clear."
Good work. Keep it up.
Yeah.
Eyes out that way.
Okay, he walks beyond your view, because he's probably about 30 feet above you. As he just walks over with his crossbow, begins to look out towards the distance. You can't see him from where you are. He can't see you.
Yeah, I'll head into the little officer's room then.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay, so you, like I said, you go to open the crate, And you see about 5 or 6 rats that look rather confused as the light blares in. And as you look in, you see that there's a corpse of something. The rats have attacked it.
The corpse of what, may I ask?
There is a corpse of a hamster. It's like a filled hamster or something, and you're looking at it like, what? Obviously the guards are trying to rip you off. They're putting anything they find in it. But there are 8 rats plus a dead hamster.
It's honestly not the worst I was expecting, actually. Thank God. I was expecting a dog or something.
No. Okay, so you begin to chow down. Their challenge rating 0 rats, so I'm not even going to make you do it. So you manage to pick one out. You do only find that you need about 3 or 4 to set your bloodthirst.
Nice.
But I do need you to make a wisdom saving throw to see if this hunger gets worse and worse. Okay, from now on, rats will no longer sate you. You need to move up to bigger prey.
Okay. Guards, there's dogs on the loose.
Guinea pig.
Okay, are you, after you're done, are you settling in?
Yeah, and I'll kill the other rats as well. Just, so it's kosher.
Yeah. Okay, and Vegor, are you going to go to sleep? It does quieten down.
Yeah, good.
I
think no more of it.
He's-
Go get some sleep.
He's working his way up in size categories. That means I'm next.
Nice.
Okay, so Dolaf, when you and Otti begin to settle down for the night, and after your evening chat and talking to her to reassure her, you both fall to sleep. But you, however, have crippling nightmares. You wake up about 5 or 6 times in the night, and you begin having this cold sweat, and every dream seems very real. You see great shadowy wings encompassing a blue marble covered in white cloud. And then you see a dwarf standing before sunlight, and behind him you see a dragon made of starlight. And this dwarf points at you, but his voice is speaking, but his voices are wordless, and you can't seem to hear what he's saying. And he points at you, and then does the come hither motion. And then later on, the latest dream you get is of 3 beholders ripping your body apart. And as you wake up in the morning, you feel thoroughly exhausted about it all. But after a drink of water and some breakfast, you do start to feel elf again. I was going to say feel human again. You do start to feel elf again. But you have these really strange, bizarre nightmares. And weirdly enough, you remember every single detail of every single one.
It is weird. Do I have any mechanical effects, exhaustion or anything?
No. This is just roleplay. It's big. Obviously, you know why you're getting these nightmares.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
No, but when you do go to have a drink of water, you kind of miss the taste, the salty, irony taste of blood. I mean, this is hydrating you, but at the same time, it just doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, go on.
No, I was going to say, everyone, just for sake of moving on, everyone has something to eat, some breakfast, and then you guys can prepare. Tell me what you're doing to prepare for the day.
First things first is I want to ask the guard if she's woken.
Ask the what, sorry?
Ask the guard if Ileana has woken.
Oh, yeah, the guard who says, no, my luck was... I've been sitting here all night. She hasn't made a peep.
Okay. Prep the horses in a cart for us then. We're heading out today.
Which horses? Do you want the mares? They seem to be more able to be controlled, sire.
You'll have to ask the others. I'll take my stallion.
You'll take your stallion. Okay, I'll prepare him. And he turns and he goes, the white one, yeah?
The white one, yes.
Good. Yeah, don't want to go for... I don't want to go near the demon. And you go, wait, they've obviously nicknamed him the demon. And as you guys prepare, they've brought you all out horses. Tumble and Vagor, you've got the mares, and Dolaf has the white stallion that he was gifted at his wedding.
Right.
That's a good point. I'm going to ask Artie if she named it.
She goes, yes, I did. And I
this,
can't remember the name of him. One moment.
Meanwhile, let me just ask, is this horse anywhere near strong and large enough to carry me?
Yeah. Well, if you take the stallion, yeah. How much do you weigh?
Well, I'm guessing about double a human.
Yeah, but it will get exhausted twice as fast. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, I know that a horse can carry a 200-pound human and baggage, so
Yeah. I don't really have a lot of baggage that makes up for it, I guess.
okay, yeah,
Well, you're good with animals. Take the stallion.
yeah. If you want,
Not that good with animals. I can talk to them, but
I've just got this image of like you going to stand or to sit on a horse and you're still just kind of standing either side of it.
yeah, I know. Could you lengthen the stirrups a little bit, like to triple their normal length? Otherwise, it's not going to work out.
Sleep there.
yeah. The name of Odin's horse.
I don't tell me that. I
No,
know this shit.
that's what Otti said. Guys, okay. Yes,
Who do you think I am?
I named it after Odin's horse because of how graceful and beautiful it is. I thought it a fitting gift to you.
It's a good name. Just missing a few legs.
I know. She shrugs.
So, we got some time before we head off.
Yep.
Alright, I want to go into the blacksmith. You get my anvil.
You see that Mern and Namira are out in the garden having a moment to themselves, and as you walk out, you've kind of interrupted a little bit of a morning goodbye. She kisses him on the cheek and then leaves, winks at you as she walks past.
Hey, man. Actually,
What's up?
I'm glad you're here, actually, because, yeah, I got something I could use a hand with. This handkerchief's been in the family a long time, and, well, it used to belong to, my father, but when he passed away, I swear there's a curse upon it. I need you to, dispel it, just for peace of mind. I just don't want to be going anywhere into the Underdark, back into my homeland when I'm still carrying this thing around, you know?
Right, I see.
Yeah.
Talking about a handkerchief, you said?
Just the
He
handkerchief.
was clearly looking at her leaving rather than paying attention to your story.
Good. Okay, well, just cast a spell magic on this thing.
Yeah, alright, I can do that.
Cool. Alright, you cast it, yeah?
Well, I'll leave that up to Liam whether I would have that prepared or not.
Yeah, I mean, now that Mern's become a full-time blacksmith and basically the cleric of the castle and the fortress, I'd say he'd have basically all the supportive spells prepared like Cure Wounds, Lesser Restoration, Spell Magic, Revivify, etc., etc.
Yep,
Cool.
okay.
Alright, awesome. So yeah, you cast it on there, and I'm like, thank you, that so much more, it's a weight off my mind, that's what it is. Anyway, thank you. As I turn around, I walk back to my anvil, and I slip the ring of spell storing out of the handkerchief and then pocket it.
Oh, you cheeky fuck!
Finally get that.
That is
I figured that was
sneaky.
happening.
I didn't even notice. No, I didn't.
And then she
Finally
walked
got
off. Moon goes, but didn't you say a curse? Should I not try and remove the curse on it then? Because I'm not sure they did the trick.
No, I'm perfectly good now. It's all good.
Are you sure? Alright, well, it's your funeral, Daddy.
Yeah, I'm good now. I'm just gonna make some traps now, just in case we need to set anything up in the Underdark. I'm gonna make some chains, put like a log down.
Wait. Has no one told Tumble that you're not going to the Underdark?
Oh, he doesn't know that. He just thinks, right, going on an adventure. So he's gonna prepare a load of traps. So I guess I make a sleight of hand check. Or is it, no, my thieves tools, yeah. Thieves tool. See what I can make today.
Yeah, and I'm afraid that you're going to have to spend a couple of hours fixing your thieves' tools at the forge.
Oh my god.
As you basically try to create a little explosive that goes off, and you got like this explosive bear trap, and it shoots up, and it basically grabs the groin of the person, snaps shut, keeps them where they are. You're like, this is perfect. It leaps up, nearly takes your face off. Mern turns around to see what's going on as it explodes midair, sends shrapnel all over the garden.
Oops. Maybe I should stick to non-exploding traps. Is there a... Yeah. Is there a crossbow lying around anywhere? Might try for a crossbow trap next time.
Well, I'm sure the guards can give you a spare one.
Okay,
Do you have any
yeah.
here?
I'll clean up
Meanwhile,
this.
Vagor and Dolaf are waiting impatiently out the front.
No, I'm going to go ask Felocial and Corky if they wouldn't mind dressing Ileana.
Okay, yeah, Felocial and Corky get straight to it. And then Felocial says, if you don't mind me asking, why?
Why what? Dress her?
Yeah.
Would you like to be driven around in a cart?
Okay, so you're taking her. Okay, that makes sense. I didn't know that you were taking her.
Yes, well, we were told that we could possibly wake her if we took her to the Standing Stones in the Wildlands.
What?
So,
She goes, that's like 2 days' journey.
yes,
You're going to be gone for 4 days.
yes.
You're the Lord. What do I do if Sigmund comes back?
He said he'd give us a week, right?
Felocial doesn't know. She just goes, okay, a week. Okay, cool. So make sure you're back by the end of the week, because I ain't no diplomatic elf, that's for sure.
Yes, that's fine. You know you can always shut the door.
Yeah, but shutting the door against a man like that is, like punching him in the face.
I suppose. Just remind him of the time he allowed us. We have other business to attend to, I'm sure he's aware. He's fighting a war himself.
Of course. And she does like that mock bow that she does that you hate so much, my lord, as she disappears back into the castle. She knew you before you were a lord. And she
didn't.
Well, as far as she was concerned, you were just an adventurer that walked into Oakhurst back when she first met you.
I've always been a lord, now I'm just a count.
A count.
Or baron.
Okay, so Tumble, are you going to continue trying to create more traps?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so it gets to be about 11 in the morning by the time that you're done. If you want to create another roll,
I'll try a crossbow trap with a trigger that I can mount this thing onto a wall or something, and then as soon as the door's opened, it shoots a crossbow bolt or something.
Yep.
Cool. All right. Let's go with these tools.
I
26.
like it. Okay, so the crossbow bolt does the same as a crossbow, so it does 1d8 plus. We'll add your dex modifier, and it has +9 to hit.
All right, sweet.
It can be triggered by a thin piece of wire that you've attached to it, and you can lay that out, and then so
something opens the door or something like that.
Does 1d8 plus your dex modifier, and it's got +9 to hit.
Cool, excellent.
If you want to note that down, of course, it's a
I'm
simple
doing that
crossbow trap. Okay, so you're done by about 11:30.
Yeah.
Given everyone enough time to sort their shit out.
Yeah, don't really have much to do. The Vigor will just wait outside. He's quite happy to just lay there.
Naylor
And wait.
is pestering you though, Vagor, to play. She's like bringing you morsels
I'll
of
play with her.
meat and asking you. Basically, what you usually do, her tricks, you throw it up in the air, she catches it, she brings it back.
Mm-hmm.
And occasionally she
I'm
gulps it
happy
down.
to spend some time playing.
Yeah, she's really enjoying it. She hasn't seen you for the past day, while you were in the mansion. So she's flying about, having a little bit of fun, doing what birds do, hopping on the spot, looking at you, hopping back, hopping around you, looking up at you to see what your reaction. Don't get one. Hops away again, comes back with more meat.
Yeah, and I reckon I'm quite a good playmate. I mean, I have her for a reason, so
Yeah.
maybe at first I'm a little bit like, oh, just let me lay down for a bit more, and then eventually when she insists, I'll get up and play games with her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and she enjoys that. That increases your bond with your familiar. You should have like a Dolaf meter with Otti. You should have like a Naylor meter.
Oh, yeah. Gotta get those relationships going. Even for the bird.
So Tumble has got his backpack on. He's already geared up. He looks all ready for an adventure with his backpack, and he's like hood up, and he's like all of his gear around his side. He's got everything ready, and he comes out.
All right, let's do this. To the Underdark.
You mean the Wildlands, right?
Tumble, you look to your right and you see a cart with Ileana stuffed onto the back, surrounded in straw.
And then onwards to the Underdark then. If there's a quick stop, that's fine. Then Is there an entrance to the Underdark near the Wildlands?
You did know that Sigmund was going to give you the best entrance and the maps in 7 days.
Oh, man.
Yes, we still have to make our decision on him. So let's get this done, find out the information we can, and then we can make a more informed decision of whether we accept his alliance.
Fine. Alright, who's watching the castle while we're gone?
The usual. Otti, Felucial, the guards. Man.
Okay. Just in case, a Red Rider turns up.
There's also about 70 Duergar out the back with White Axe and the mirror. Yeah.
Let's hope that's enough then.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
You do notice as you leave, though, the Duergar are very industrialized people. Very quick at the building and the architecture. Behind your castle, Dolaf, you gave them permission to dig up the barrows. And you see that they've got a cave built. It's only been like 5 days. They've got a cave built into the side of the hillock next to your fortress. You see that the pillars have gone up. Stone foundations for houses are going up around the south side of the castle.
Have they started mining yet? Have they brought any proceeds back?
I was about to get to that. You do see that they have an outhouse, with a rough thatched roof, and you see that it's got people working around it. And they're also building some sort of palisade that goes around the south side. So by the time they're done, your fortress and that will look like more like a motte and bailey, with one being stone and the base, the dwarven part being wood and part stone. So it's actually starting to look. You thought you did smell like strong furnace and chemical smell. They're obviously using the land and the resources nearby to build a new village for themselves. So the Whitebeard clan are attached to your castle.
It makes sense. It's good. We're going to expand this little fort into a proper city.
The new capital
Eventually.
of Bindland.
Great. So you
Exactly.
got some Duergar making slums at your back garden. If it was deep gnomes, we would have found diamonds by now. Just saying.
I extend my hand, hoping for some diamonds. Stands in front of me.
I said if it was deep gnomes.
You are a deep gnome.
Uh-huh. And don't you recall, I did find diamonds last time I was in the mining job?
Would you like to stay here?
And mine alongside Duergar? Nah, I'd rather resurrect my arch nemesis or something like that.
Or something like that.
One last thing before we set out, Liam.
Mhm.
I want to send the most charismatic guard we've got.
Okay, let me take a look.
With
Yep. Keep going.
I just want to send him out with all the gems and stuff that we've collected, and basically a lot of the valuables.
Okay, yeah.
And just take it to the nearby settlement and try and sell off what he can to passing merchants that are coming through.
What, like the gems and stuff? Okay, so
Yeah, just
gonna
convert it to cash value, essentially.
I'm going to go into the loot box and then I'm going to put like little notes next to what we've sent off. The loot bag. So you've got necklace of rubies and stones.
Small silver mirror,
Yeah.
candles, like all of that stuff in valuables, pretty much.
Okay. Yeah, cool. I'll bold it so that he goes, Sir, his name is Osvalda, and he's one of your father's guards. And you can tell he's a bit of a ladies' man. He's got that. He's got like a split Mohican, a sort of flop down the side, blonde, and he paints his nails a kind of a deep purple. And at night he's been known to play the fiddle for everyone. And he goes, but aren't you heading south?
We are, yes.
You're going in the Wildland.
Correct.
Surely you're going to pass Land's End. And Dolaf, you know that as your alderman's village. Samuel Yormund, the guy that brings you taxes and stuff. You actually will probably have to pass through his village on the way.
Yes.
I mean,
But we're travelling past there. I can't sit around all day waiting for passing merchants.
okay, so I'll head there with you if that's okay.
Yes, of course. We'll bring a contingent of guard as well.
Okay.
Obviously carrying a lot of valuables.
He calls for Bran, Pederi, Modred, and Oscar, and he goes, "Come on, lads!" And them militia, they kind of traipse behind you. So as the day goes on and the afternoon goes on, you guys are miles ahead because you're on horses and a cart, whereas they're on foot. And soon they disappear into the horizon behind you, and you travel through. Let me find the music. You travel through most of your country, your countryside, Dolaf, and realise just how beautiful most of it is, and untouched and unspoiled. You do pass by a lot of farmsteads where you see people wave you by, you see kids running around that part you. You pass this small farming community that don't know who you are, and as you pass through, you get a ton of people curious. There's about maybe 24 people looking up at you and going, and one of them goes, "Who's he?" And the other one goes, "Oh, that's the elf that's in charge now." He goes, "I thought the dwarf was in charge." And the other one's, "No, it's him now." And they're like, "Oh, as you pass through."
Ooh.
You do get like at one point you have to wait for about an hour as a sheep herder herds about 1,000 sheep over the road, and there's just a tidal wave of them. And as he passes by with his crook, he takes his straw hat off, and it's an old weather-beaten man, and he's got like a big thick beard, white beard, and he looks up and he goes, "Thanks, my lord. Just trying to get the bessies over. Have a good day." Wanders past using his crook, and then like seconds later, a dozen dogs come running past, barking at the sheep.
Yeah, I think it just gets a mild nod at that point. And
Yeah.
just set off again.
Okay, so by evening time, you actually can see Loki rest in the distance, and you also see Land's End to your west, just below the mountainsides, basically in the shadows of the pine forest. You can see this small village near the river. Loki Rest is probably about 20 miles from it, so I'm assuming you're going to avoid Loki Rest and go follow the road. I mean, it would be a shortcut if you went through rough land.
Funny you extended your hand earlier, because that same hand is wearing that platinum ring, the same platinum I found in that mountain near Fort Aaronspire. Right there.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, I think we just take the most direct route.
yeah,
possible.
no. So, you're telling me that you're not going to take any of the side roads or anything like that?
Whatever's quickest to get there.
Yeah.
Whether that be a side road, main road, or whatever, quickest route.
Going to the Great Sword, right?
No, you're going slightly south of that.
It's a thing.
No, it's unmarked on the map. You're going to the Standing Stones. You've got a map. You know where you're going. Okay, so you approach Land's End, and there's a guard at the gate. It's like a big wooden gate, but it hasn't actually got a wall around it. It's more kind of like a remnant of an old gate that was once there. And as you approach, this guard he's got a hand axe in one hand, he looks lazy, and a spear in the other. He just looks up, sees you all approaching, looks around, steps in the way of the road, and then goes, "Halt! You approach Guard Youngvar." And he steps forward, and then, sorry! Slings his axe back in and puts his spear, bows low, and he goes, "It's Lord Dolaf, I'm sorry, I thought you might have been a bandit or a particularly rich warrior, I don't know." And he just bows.
It's quite alright, at least it's good to know you're doing your job well.
Well, if we'd known you were coming to our village, we would have prepared. I mean, like, the sun's setting behind his village at the moment.
Unfortunately, by the time a messenger would have got here, we would have beaten them to it.
Oh, well, let me go get the alderman.
Sure.
Okay, he disappears into the town, and you guys enter Land's End by the gate, and the alderman turns up. He's like buttoning up his robes as he runs towards you, his belly jiggling around, and he's got his kids following him. They're all in their PJs, and he approaches. He's like, "My lord, I didn't know that you were coming. Obviously, I would have prepared rooms and a feast." And he kind of bows, and he goes, "The taxes aren't here. Is that what you've come for? I mean, we've got another week."
It's not a social visit, we're just passing through. Although a place to stay for the night would be most useful to us.
"Oh, of course. He goes, "What about the half full? Follow me. And he rushes you to the centre of town. It's rather small. It's probably got about 40 houses, this village. Population of about 500 people at most. And everyone's settling down, except as you approach the town square and see the inn, a shack kind of bent slightly to the right as ages have gone on. It's got a sign outside called the Half Full Goblet. And he goes, come in. And as he walks in, he shouts for everyone to make a path. And you see that all of the men here kind of the rough and tumble type villagers. You know, they've had to look after themselves before you came. I mean, you can see most of these people would have had to fight Ileana's men in the past, and all of them kind of had daggers, bows, and crossbows. And you see, yeah, these people tend to be hunters and blacksmiths and, you know, tanners. And as you walk in, the ceiling's really low, and you guys have to, well, especially Vagor, he has to kind of like hunch down slightly. And as you approach, he gets you the best seat, which is on a dais, which is usually used for the bards to play. And immediately a paper curtain is gone up around half of you. And the alderman says, I'll go get the proprietor. Be 1 minute.
It's quite alright. You don't have to. No special treatments required. You just need a place to stay.
The din and chatter continues as you guys sit down. It just like resumes. It was quiet as you entered. And then lazy smoke begins to filter up as people are smoking their pipes. You can hear people jolly cheering.
Can I have stayed with the cart, by the way?
Okay, yeah.
Because I don't want to let my eyes off that thing, especially with Ileana in it. And these guys are people who fought Ileana's men, so if they ever discover her, they will just kill her.
Okay, and also, above the hearth, you see that there is a dragon skull. Like, quite a large one. Hanging there, it's all sallow and yellow. And then the proprietor comes up. He's a heavy-set male halfling. And as he stands there with his arms folded, he goes, "All right, I'm assuming you're the lord around here then. Pleasure to meet you." And he goes in to shake your hand.
And to you.
My name is Nardar
Extend.
Owen.
Don't laugh.
It's a pleasure to have you here at my establishment, even if it is a little dreary and sinking into the mud. What can I get you? We do buckwheat porridge, boiled deer and watercress, boiled eggs, barley biscuits, oat porridge, stewed artichoke, buckwheat biscuits of blue cheese, boiled eggs, dried leek, and my speciality, Perry. It's my fine wine.
Deer, please. Very rare.
Very rare deer, got it. What about your big friend deer? And he looks up at Vagor.
Some porridge biscuits sounds fine.
Porridge biscuits. What about your friend out back? I see that you had another person with you. Can I do you a favour of delivering him something?
I think he'd appreciate it, yes.
What do you reckon he'd like?
Good question.
Do you want me to go out and ask him?
Probably for the best. Well, saying that, do you have rooms for us?
I can clear him. We do only have 2 rooms. But the alderman goes, "It's okay, Dolaf. I have a spare bedroom you can use at my estate."
Okay, just we have some cargo I need to store safely.
Oh, of course, yeah. I see that your gnomish friend out back is hanging out by the stables. I'll tell you what, I'll send my son out to help, and I'll go get his order, yeah?
Yes, please.
Okay, so Tumble, yeah, seconds later, a kind of really broad-shouldered, heavy-set halfling walks out. He goes, "All right, Gnome, it's a pleasure, Mr. Owen." And he goes to shake your hand. He looks at the cart and he goes, "What's that? That woman?"
I thought it'd be covered at least.
Not really. Kind
The
of.
wagon not covered.
Yeah, kind of, but not exactly. He just kind of immediately lifts it up the
Hey,
cloak.
hey.
Goes, What?
Sue.
You want to store this, yeah? Because I ain't asking questions. I've come out here
good.
to help you and get your order. Do you want me to tell you the order again? What's on the menu?
Pork, potatoes, if you got it.
I ain't got no pork, but I do have some deer.
Alright, fine. Dear.
And you want potatoes, yeah?
Potatoes, yeah.
Wait, where are you from? Tatoes. I guess you say it different wherever you are. I mean, those Torrent, what do they call it? Do you know?
No?
Wait a minute.
What?
They call it a kaptaka. I just googled Russian for potato.
Yeah, I'm not Russian, so you got nothing to worry about there.
Wait a minute. No, it was katoshka. Yeah, they call it a katoshka. I don't know what the hell that means, but yeah.
Just potatoes and deer, thank you.
Potatoes and deer. Got it. Okay, so you guys are given his finest bottle of Perry, and also all your meals are delivered to you. It's not the best meal you guys have had. I mean, Vagor, who normally eats in the wild and stuff like that, it's average. For Dolaf, it's probably piss poor. The deer is rare, but the rest of it is a little bit less to be desired. It's a bit. Ugh. But however, his homemade wine is delicious. It's got a kind of hint of cinnamon, and it's very sweet. It goes down like a treat.
Nice. What's the cost on this?
I'm going to say it's free, but it would have been 9 copper.
Okay.
So
I'll give him 5 gold.
Okay, so the moment you give him 5 gold, he goes, no, I can't take this. I mean, he goes, what? Wait, how about this? He kind of looks at it.
That's
For the
not
troubles of accommodating us last minute.
and for not asking questions.
Well, it's not my job to ask questions. He looks and goes, as you can see, I entertain an unsavoury lot here, so I don't tend to ask questions, but I do my job well. I also hear stuff as they come through, my lord. So if you ever need information, you see he's trying to get in with you. He's like, if you ever need information about the passers through, I can send you letters, come visit you, let you know what's going on.
Information is always valuable.
That's what we tavern keeps do, all around the place.
Then yes, I mean, if you could pass a letter to the alderman when he brings the taxes, that would suffice.
Yes, of course. And then his son, who's a small, really tiny halfling, he goes, "Oi, tiny, no, don't, go." Points his son around. He goes, as his son was going to come up to you and talk to you with a wooden sword in hand. He goes, ignore that little shit. He's just excited. Sorry, leave you to it.
It's quite alright.
And you guys are left alone for the night. Are you going to continue drinking at the tavern, or are you going to go straight to the estate for the rest?
I'll take Ileana to the estate.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you want help there, you look like you might struggle.
I mean, he is leading the 2 horses, like, by their bridles, like...
I'll be okay.
Very well. I won't be drinking heavily. I'll have a few glasses, seeing as it is so delicious.
It is, yes. It's quite nice. And the fact that it's homemade as well. You can't say it's on par with Larithian wine, but, you know, for a homemade brew, it's quite tasty.
Yeah, for a halfling, it's not bad.
Ooh. Okay. And as the night goes on, you guys rest in a rather comfortable room that the alderman has set out for you. But when you wake up in the morning, you realise that the rooms he's set out for you were probably his master bedroom that him and his wife would sleep in. As you wake up and you see that he's exited his children's room with his little PJ hat on. And then he goes, I assume you slept well, my lord?
Yes, it was most comfortable.
I will get the servants to prepare your cart.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And I'm assuming, Tumble, you got Ileana somewhere to stay.
Yeah. Would have been keeping watch on her and then over the night. But once we're back on the road, yeah.
Okay, so you leave Land's End, Dolaf, having seen your subjects and exactly where Samuel lives at Land's End. Quite enlightening to see how most of them live. But you exit the muddy thoroughfare out of the south side of town, and you see there are about 2 or 3 guards this part, obviously near the border of the wildlands. They keep more of a watch to the south side. And you exit into a rather lush and thick forest that leads into lowlands and swamp. And by the midday the next day, you are kind of slugging through this muddy path through a swamp that seems to be the easiest way to get to the wildlands. And you have a feeling you might have even crossed into the border of it by now, but you're not quite sure where the border lies. And as you guys are approaching the wildlands, can I have you all roll a perception check?
You certainly may.
Oh, today, what is this?
Okay, so Dolaf, you are the one to notice it first, but there's obvious sign of heavy traffic through here. And by heavy, you mean bulky, large creature, beast, something. But you see that branches are broken in the direction of the way you're heading. And as you approach around a corner, you see something moving in the brush, roughly 200 foot ahead. Your elvish sight catches people running to and fro, things darting to and fro. You can hear the snapping of the twigs, and then it all goes silent.
Hold on, do you see this?
Vagar, however, hears it but does not see it.
I don't see or hear shit.
No.
Let me have a look, and I'll send Nala up to scout.
Mhm.
In the direction where I can hear stuff.
Overhead, just a couple of 100 meters forward. Sure, there's people there.
Well, Nala will fly up, and she'll have a look, and then I'll transfer my vision to Nala.
Okay, so you transfer your vision to Nala. Can you make a perception check with advantage?
I can.
I'll ready my bow in the meantime, just in case.
21.
Okay, so from the height advantage, you see in one of the tree's canopies an orc with a bow. You don't see many other figures, but you do see one, and he's looking down. He's roughly about 150 feet away from the group, and he's obviously looking in the direction that they are, and you see he's got an arrow knocked to his bow, and he's just looking through the brush.
Alright, I just want to send Nala in to, make a dive attack on the bowstring.
Okay, the orc's going to make a perception check just to see if he notices the fucking eagle flying for him. Oh my god. Oh! Nope, doesn't notice. Yeah, Nala can have a dive attack.
Yeah, so I don't want to attack him, just the bow. Just knock
Yeah.
it out of his hands, basically. I don't have a sheet, I think, for Nala, so let me just have a look what the stats are.
Or a hawk. Oh no, it's not a hawk, it's an eagle, isn't it?
No, it's a hawk.
Okay, cool.
Oh, for fuck's sake, everything's fucking crashing. Jesus Christ, what did I fucking do? Photoshop's crashing. PDF reader's crashing. Just everything's broken. Yeah, I can't open my PDF reader anymore. It's freaking great. Can you look it up for my place name?
Yep, a hawk, yeah.
It's in the compendium.
Okay, so
Oh yeah, that can work as well.
hawk can make a talon attack at +5 to hit with 1 slashing damage.
Okay.
Yeah, so 1d20 +5. I'll make you the stat. Oh, yeah, wait, let me check the ACs. Yeah. He flies down, strikes at the bow. She does 1 damage to it, and I'm gonna make a dexterity check, see if he holds on to it. Nope, and the bow drops. It looks around, goes, ah! Shind! And then goes, and in front of you, Dolap, you sit about 100 feet in front. You see this orc just fall out of the tree, hit the ground right in the road, and go, and does anyone understand Orcish?
Nope.
No.
He just stands up and goes, "Flocking luck!" Stands up, and you see he looks, his bow's on the floor next to him. He looks towards the road ahead, sees you all, and goes, "Shruck." Can everyone roll initiative?
I think you know what that means.
Did you say roll initiative?
Yeah, I'm gonna get you all in to this new map. You are kind of.
Fucking hell. With the net 20s, everyone.
Can I, is there any kind of check I can make for knowledge of the tribes of the wildlands?
Yes, there is. We'll do that in a second. Just placing you all on the map.
I'll wait to roll before we.
Yeah, did you roll? Oh, you all rolled before I got the turn order.
No, I haven't rolled. I thought I'd wait until we go onto the new map so the turn order doesn't fuck up.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Can you guys roll again, and I'll just add your original number in?
Do you want to put us on the map?
Yep.
There we go.
The one that's fallen in the road is right here. Okay, so. Whoa.
I do prefer the 22 that I rolled over the 3.
Yeah, okay. One moment, let me check.
You can edit it, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have.
What about Tumble?
We got 6. Or 7 or whatever.
Yeah, you got 7. Okay. Ending and okay. So as this happens, and you go Shrock, a ton of orcs descend out of the brush, and you even see a massive ogre wielding a great battle axe with them. And you wanted to make a check before we begin, yeah?
Yeah, just knowledge of the tribes of the wildlands, if I recognise these.
Make a history check.
And do we have the wagon and horses with us?
They're roughly behind you on that corner. Yeah.
Okay, so we've got off of it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What did you get?
16.
Yep, 16. Okay, so they are wearing the colours of the Grind Chewer clan.
Do I know much about them?
You know that they're violent, raiders, and cannibals. They're the classic.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, unlikely to be a diplomatic solution, so yeah, ready up.
Yeah. Okay, so Vagor, you get to go first, sir.
I do. And I will summon an idol, of course.
Okay.
And I think it will be this one.
Oh. Got that much range on it?
I
60
believe
feet,
so.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would tell you if my fucking PDF reader would work. um. It says 30 feet, but it increases at some point, so I'm just checking to see when. Okay, I can't find it. Let's just assume that it's 40, because that's the range on it right now, the radius.
Okay.
So is that about 40?
Okay, you summon this totem of fire and it bursts out the ground, singeing the grass and the swamp around it.
And then it will walk forward and smack this orc who I assume is still
Yeah,
prone.
he is still prone, yeah.
19 then?
19 is a hit.
Then it smacks down at him for
Yeah.
5 damage.
Yeah, as it slams down on him, it sets part of his cape on fire. He stands up, he's patting it off, he's trying to reach for his bow, but the goddamn totem's in the way and he doesn't want to get burnt again. And he as he trying to like rears away from it. Is there anything else from you?
Nope, just want to put this in chat so that you know what they are doing.
Okay, cool. Okay, there's an orc in the far distance, got disadvantage, but goes to attack Vagor, being the biggest target, because he's so far away. How much has Longbow got?
Oh, longbow's huge.
100 and what, sorry?
150.
Yeah, okay, so he doesn't get disadvantage. Yeah, and there's not much in the way, so...
That's why I wanted that wagon.
Yeah. Does a 16 hit?
That is exactly what he needs to hit.
Okay, and an arrow funks straight through your armor, hits you in the bicep. The 6 piercing. Okay, so this Orog here, a big purple skin orc, comes running out, goes Gagara, Ragnar, and then attacks the totem.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Smashes into it. Does 11 hit?
No.
So the first one hits, I'm assuming,
Um,
with a 15.
yes, just.
Yeah, and he hits it clonk with the axe for 8 slashing.
Yeah, bits of like molten metalish
Mhm.
rock go flying off, singe bits of grass.
He then maneuvers around there with the rest of his movement. Dolaf. They're all peering out the woodwork now.
Yeah. Well, I'll take a shot at that guy, seeing as he's standing. I don't want to shoot at the prone one.
Okay, yep.
Oh, lovely.
A 19. Oh, just hit.
Just hit.
Yeah, you see it kind of ricochet up his armor and then hit him in the neck, and he's like, ah!
Okay.
So that's 24 damage.
And I will follow up with a second arrow. For 13.
For 13, nice, yes. And the 13 hits. He looks injured, and he's on his knee now. Blood pouring out the neck wound. It's like, Okay,
Yeah, I think I'll end my turn on that one.
okay. The other orc stands up, and then goes to use his great axe on the totem. He did better than the fucking Orog.
Good.
Brings up the great axe. Where's that one? And the other orc takes another shot at Vagor
Mm-hmm.
for 3 piercing damage.
Ugh.
These ones are in
Oh.
trees, by the way. The ogre got 0, I've just realised. Tumble.
Okay. So short bow. Let's have a look here. Yeah, I'm gonna quickly run over here and try to hide behind this tree.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. My God. 30
Yeah,
steps.
yes, you're hidden.
Holy crap. Okay. In that case.
It's like you've gone round the tree and I didn't even notice you were there.
Perfect. Okay. Now I'm tempted to hold my action because I'm so well hidden. Is this guy the clearly like the leader, or is he just a?
No, he doesn't look like a leader, but he's lumbering forward with a great axe.
He looks big and nasty. Okay.
Just because he's big doesn't make him the leader.
No, sure. This is why I was asking. But I'm going to hold my arrow just in case there's anyone that rushes towards my allies.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to hold my arrow, short bow.
Yeah.
To attack anyone who's going to rush. Yeah, I'm going to hold my short bow and see if anyone rushes forward.
Yep.
Because I know there's a lot of targets. If not, then I'll just hit one of these guys hitting the totem, I guess. But we'll see.
Ooh, okay, yep. The next one does actually rush straight there. Managed to get all the way.
Does he? Okay, I'm going to shoot
Using
him.
his orcish aggression, he managed to get exactly there.
Oh, man.
He
Okay.
just, ah! He's running at Vagel with his battle axe drawn.
Can I use my reaction to, like, stab him as he tries to go past as well?
No, because he ran round the other side of the tree.
Okay. Okay, well, in that case, when he gets to there, I'm going to take my shot.
Yeah, take your shot before... He's like...
Okay.
About to swing.
I'm hidden, by the way.
Yeah, I know, you get a critical strike. I see
I
it.
get advantage.
I
so-
see it. How many times do you need to critical strike with fucking sneak attack?
Oh, yeah, alright.
So 14 plus 22. No, you can roll it again.
Yeah, boom, boom.
So 14, 28. Oh my god, that hurts so much. But
Is
he's
he
good.
good?
No, he's good.
Holy shit.
No, wait, when I say he's good, I say that you've hit him on the back of the head, and Vagel, you see an arrow come out the front of his mouth, and then he goes to attack. Like, ah! Yeah, he's still going. Just so you know, you dropped him down to like 3 hit points. In one
Okay.
go.
Fucking
Orc
strong orc. I was an O-roll, that'd be why.
Misses
So-
me twice.
Oh my god, yeah, he's like, "Ugh, ugh," and then he just kind of spins randomly because this arrow that's protruding out the back of his neck. He's like, ah!
Oh,
The
God.
ogre, let me check his stats because of course I'm unfamiliar. He brings a javelin out and goes to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there and goes to throw the javelin at Dolaf.
How rude.
I know.
That's very rude.
It lands on the ground next to you, and then he makes a. No, he can only make 2 great axe attacks. Vagel.
Alright, so at the start of my turn, the totem activates.
Yep.
Can each creature in its area, so that's, well, the 3 of those, I think, maybe? No, not that one. So the 3 of them need to make con saves.
Okay, the Orog gets an 18.
DC 15.
So he passes. What does it do? Sorry. How much damage?
If they fail, they take 5 fire.
Okay, so the Orc
Passes as well. This is
Yep.
exactly a 15.
and the Ogre fails, so he takes 5 damage. As he's, lumbering past the totem, he doesn't even know what it is. To him, it's just a pile of rocks. And then the moment he goes to draw his great axe and slumber forward, suddenly it just spits fire at him. And he's like, ah! And then broke a com and he goes, stupid pile of rocks! And Vagel's go.
And then I will try and
Finish him.
well, I would, but I'm not that kind of guy, really. I'm bad at that. Okay, well, I will first try and spear him. Either way. But yeah, as I said, I'm bad at that kind of thing.
Oh my god. Fuck.
Oh wait, what spear are you using?
Just my normal one.
Okay, cool.
And then, as a reaction, the totem will make an attack against the ogre.
Yeah. So you lash out with your spear, and this Orog is basically breakdancing with the arrow in its neck, trying to like fight for its last shred of life, and it's flailing around in the swamp water. Well, nice. Which one were you going for? The Orog?
Going for the ogre.
Okay, the ogre. Yep. 6 damage. It slams onto his toes, sets fire to his kill.
And then Vhagar will move over here.
Okay. Okay. I was about to say it. I thought you moved out of his. Okay, Vhagar like maneuvers around.
Just let me check something. Yeah. And then hex the ogre.
Okay.
And disadvantage on strength, I guess.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Okay. The orc with the longbow. Now that Tumble's making a shot, sees it, goes to fire a longbow at him. Ah! And then he's like, ting! And it just goes flying over the canopy, and he shock.
Is that your hawk again?
No, he's harassing the ones. Okay, this Orog goes to attack the totem with both his attacks.
Yeah, hits and kills it with the first one.
Okay, it then after that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 4, 5 runs up to Dolaf, but that's its action. Dolaf.
Bonus action, face step,
I thought you would.
naturally.
Just a little bit away. Yeah, we can say you go off the map if you want to go further.
Yeah, I probably would.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm another 20 foot.
Got it. Yeah, cool.
And then attack the one that just ran up to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lovely.
And with that, the arrow hits him in the eye socket, and he goes down.
I'll turn to the Orog on Vhagar.
Mm-hmm. And as it goes towards him, he brings up he's flailing, and he actually manages to hit your arrow midair, shattering it, unknowing to him.
Holy crap. So 18 didn't hit him.
No.
Flipping up.
Right.
You see he's wearing plate mail.
Ah.
I've used my bonus action, that's annoying. Yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna action surge.
Nice. Okay. You action surge.
Take another shot at him.
It ricochets off his armor, shinters into Vagal's
Before
face.
it does that, I'm gonna use. Can I send that?
Is
That's the wrong one.
Is
That
this the
one.
fucking curved arrow?
Curving shot. Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm gonna send that off towards the ogre.
Okay. That's pretty cool. It just bounces. Holy shit! So it just ricochets off of the Orog's armor, arcs over towards the ogre, and hits it in the forehead. Like, ah!
Oh my
He's
god.
like, ah!
And a 1 into a natural 20.
Okay, so that does 16 plus 5, so 21 damage. Nice. Yeah, the ogre is not happy about that. He's got blood running down his face.
So good.
Okay, and then I'll make the final attack on that same Orog.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh my god!
Yeah, and it just
this guy doesn't want to
shatters
die.
against his pauldrons.
Nope.
And
Okay, that's me.
yeah, the orc that had fallen out of the tree is somehow still alive. Oh wait, this one didn't even roll initiative. Whoops, this missed a couple of goes. Oh well, so this orc that had fallen out of the tree uses its aggressive movement to move right up to Tumble and go for a strike.
Okay.
12?
Yeah.
No, you managed to agilely dodge out the way as he slams his axe into the tree. And he just says something in Orcish at you. He goes, Jan var Ungling Schlock!
Yeah, your face is a load of schlock.
The distant one takes a longbow shot at Tumble.
Oh, have I got any half cover from being behind this tree?
Not at the moment. If you ram on the
No,
other
it
side,
doesn't
it's alright.
anyway.
The arrow just hits the tree anyway. And Tumble, it's your go.
Okay, right. This little shrug feces face in front of me. Okay. Okay, I'm going to, as my action, try to use my short sword to just cut this guy. 17 against this orc.
That's it.
Okay, cool. So he takes 14 damage.
Yeah, he dies. You slice across his legs, leap up, and cave his skull in.
Excellent. And then I'm gonna backflip, roll over towards Vagor, and then cut this guy from behind the ankles.
Is this your offhand attack or?
Yeah, I'm gonna use my offhand.
Okay.
23 to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Sweet. Wow. I'm gonna.
You suck a toothpick to the back of the. You
Just... I got my crafty gash because he's right next to Vagor.
Oh yeah, crafty gash. You basically, first of all, stab him in the butt cheek, realising you haven't done much damage, but then you rip it upwards into his kidney, and he just gurgles out below you.
Whew, there we go. Almost didn't have that one. Alright, and that's it. That's my whole go.
Okay, the ogre charges forward.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we can get there.
Big guy's incoming.
And then it launches an attack at Vagor with all its might.
Ow.
21 for 17 slashing. He just lifts this huge axe down and cracks you on the body.
Don't do that. That's not good. Not good at all.
What else can the ogre is pretty. It just gets one attack, so that's it. Vagor, it's your go.
Yep. At which point, I think I will. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna disengage
Okay.
and get the hell out of there. And that'll be it.
Okie dokie. So the other orc with the longbow, seeing the ogre still alive, goes to take a shot at Tumble. But Tumble, you get half cover. What's half cover? I can't remember.
2 AC?
That's 4?
Yeah.
Or is it?
Don't know.
It misses. The other one takes another shot. This one doesn't because it has a direct line. Look.
Half covers +2, 3/4 is +5.
It missed anyway. This one gets a 21 on you, Tumble.
Oh man, yeah,
So
that's
this
it.
does 7 piercing damage to you.
I'm gonna uncanny dodge.
I'm gonna uncanny dodge. Yep. Okay, this overlord is dead. So it leaves with Dolas go.
I will take a shot at the big guy.
Yeah, the ogre's just swinging in big circles.
Is that a hit?
Sir, that is a hit.
Then I will also use grasping arrow as well.
Okay, so does that that doesn't do an additional 7 damage now, does it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it died.
Oh,
Just
interesting.
wraps him in vines, and he just goes, and as he splashes into the water, it leaves up a big tidal wave.
Then I'll make the second shot at the guy that just shot Tumble.
Okay, cool.
Nope.
No, and the arrow goes wide.
Then I'll try and curve it off to the guy to the south of him.
Okay. Go ahead.
This curve and arrow.
Oh my god!
I think I've had like 4 crits tonight. It's
Yeah, it just
ridiculous.
goes, bounces off the tree, curves round, and hits the other one on the back of the head, and he falls out of the tree dead.
No one sees it coming.
No, he does not.
That's the end of my turn.
Okay, the
Tonight's fantasy rerun of Wanted.
one of the orcs just disappears. He runs to the bottom and just dashes away. So Tumble, you realise that you've got one target in the tree. The other's done a runner.
Okay, I'm gonna run forward. I'm gonna dash forward all the way I can and get a cleaner shot with my short bow.
Mhm.
24,
Yeah, roll damage.
8 piercing.
You managed to hit him in the chest, but he's still alive. He's grimacing. Looks like he wants to run, but you're there. Is that it?
You wanna die here or what?
He doesn't understand what you're saying, you can tell. Anything else from you?
No, that'll do.
Okay, so Vagor.
Ow. I'm just gonna sit down and start dressing my wound.
Okay. Is there any...
Get behind the tree.
Okay, yeah. You get behind the tree and begin dressing your wounds. Okay, and then the last orc just jumps down and begins to run away.
That's what I thought.
There you go. Combat over, guys. You realise...
Well, I don't necessarily want to let any of them get away, or
Okay.
the ones that we could possibly deal with, so I'm going to, just on that last one, take a disadvantage shot as he's running away.
Okay, go ahead.
Is it?
Yeah.
Shot?
Yeah, because it's...
By the time he's
maybe.
dashed, I would have
Maybe,
thought it
yeah.
is.
Yeah, you managed to hit... Well, with that, because of Tumble's attack on him, dealing 8, you managed to actually, yeah... You go, 1, flies down the road, hits the other guy in the back of the head. You turn with your sharp, keen, elvish eye. You notice there's another that had ran, the one that Tumbled hit, and it's leaving a trail of blood. You fight, whizzes through the tree line, gets him in the back of the spine, paralyze him on the ground. Like,
As I'm walking towards Dola, first see him taking it, I'm like, yeah, the other two got away. And then I hear a, oh, in the distance. I'm like,
Yeah.
turn around. What the hell? Okay, Robin Hood.
Who is this Robin Hood you speak of?
This is a storybook character. Anyway, didn't miss the Wildlands much, did we?
Can't say I've actually been here before. I've read about the place, but my first excursion.
Well, the Wildland certainly didn't miss me as I'm pushing an arrow out.
yeah.
Do you need a hand there, Vagor?
Just need some time. I think I'll be okay. And I grab some stuff from my bag and start just dressing the wound up.
I'll lead the cart up to him so he can jump onto the back of the cart.
Yep.
Let's see what these guys had.
Oh, you're going to check him? Can you make an investigation check, sir?
Yeah, I'll just give Vagor a hand getting onto the back of the car while he goes around searching and stuff.
What did you get for if you got a good one? I'll up the CR treasure rating. Yeah, 25. Why not?
The plate is going to be worth something.
Okay, yeah. So you got 2 sets of orcish plate mail, which definitely won't fit you.
No.
One of the archers had 600 copper on him.
Okay.
One of the Orogs had 90 gold pieces.
Alright.
And one of the archers had a pair of feathered boots.
What are they?
They look like a pair of fancy boots, probably stolen from an elf.
Okay.
He's tried to fit him on his feet. It looks like it might have been very uncomfortable. But the feather boots look like a fashion item that might be worth something.
Hmm.
And what else was there? Other than that, yeah, there's a pair of fine leather boots as well on one of the other Orogs, and it's got the signs of Grumpsh stitched into the side.
Okay.
Ugh, disgusting.
You guys, Vagor knows that you've been to the Woodlands before. You're lucky you didn't actually come across an Eye of Grumpsh, a crazy orcish cleric ready to just go berserk and kill anything in its way.
At least those are more predictable. These, well, they can be sneaky sometimes. Brutes as they are.
Okay, so Dolaf, all of you deduce actually that you probably need to head southwest a bit now. So you follow the road for a little bit more until you eventually exit this swamp. Maybe 2-3 hours later, it's becoming to late afternoon, and in the distance you see very strange looking natural phenomenon, a crown of hills. Way I can explain it is it just looks like a mountain has tried to rise out the bottom of the earth, and then a giant has just sliced the top of it off. It's incredibly flat. And as you
sorry, I didn't mean to lower roll the last one.
No, that's right. And as you approach, you can see from a distance, you may be about 6 or 7 miles off, that these have some standing stones around. But however, because of your vantage point, following this path that now turns into a cobbled road, you see there is someone in the middle of the road, not half a mile away, tending to an animal. You can see there's like a horse maybe in the road, and they're kneeling beside it.
Yeah, what now?
That looks mighty suspicious.
Just a little.
Possibly
Do you want
an
to
ambush.
scout ahead, Tumble?
Sure. I'm gonna give a quick I'm going to quickly run around the area.
Okay.
Well, stealthily.
Yeah, you can roll stealth. If you're
Yeah, we'll
approaching,
just slow up a bit as we approach.
as you're
I'll
approaching
check
this
the
figure.
perimeter and make sure there's no one else hiding around the brushes and stuff. 21.
Yeah. Okay. So this person, you haven't got close enough to. If you haven't actually tried to look, you've been looking around. No one seems to be in the immediate vicinity. No orchestra tracks, nothing like that. But
Right.
as you approach this person, she doesn't see you, and you see it's a human. As you approach, she's wearing a set of scale mail, has a mace at her side, a book on one side, and the other like a big spell book of sorts. She's dark of skin with cornrows, and they're capped in small bone beads. And she's wearing a tabard of sorts with a symbol on the back. You can make a religion check if you want to try and identify the symbol.
Sure. Natural 20.
Whoa! Okay.
Oh,
Okay, the sign is of a coin with a queen's head, and you realise that this is a cleric of Timora.
Timora. Ah, okay.
And as
All
you
right.
get closer, you go, I know her, and you recognise her, but you can't quite put your finger on it.
I was going to sneak back to the others and go, okay, no one is in the surrounding area. And I believe that's a cleric of Timora, and I swear I recognize her. But it should be safe.
You recognise her?
Don't make an intelligence check.
Cleric of Timora?
Yeah, it sounds mighty familiar. You got married by a cleric of Timora, who was dark of skin with cornrows.
Right. Yes, I see where you're coming from, actually. Well, let's move forward.
Mm-hmm. Alright, we'll approach.
As you approach, she does notice you because you're not exactly making a habit
No.
of keeping yourself hidden. She steps up, has a hand on a mace, and then she sees you approach, and a smile crosses her face, and she walks towards you all, sees Dolaf, and goes, "It's a pleasure to see you again, my lord." And she bows, and you recognise it as Cleric Eitri, the one who actually did marry you, Enotti.
Can we offer you any assistance? Just looking at the animal.
Yeah, I was attacked by a group of orcs not an hour ago, and they seem to have got my horse, but were scared away by my spiritual weapon. Yes, it's a mighty shame, but this does happen in the Wildlands. How's married life treating you, Dolaf? I'm assuming Otti's not driving you up the wall yet.
It's gone very well so far, actually, thank you.
What are you doing here? If I may inquire, you are very far from Fort Earnspire, 2 days out nearly.
Well, we're heading towards the Standing Stones. I believe they're to the southwest.
Yeah.
Maybe you have a better idea.
She does look kind of off to her left and down, and she goes, "I've just come from there.
Oh,
A very spiritual place. I came looking for guidance."
did you find it?
No. In fact, I was about to head back to your fort. I mean, I've spent some time here in the Woodlands, and I believe I've had enough. I'm dirty, it's swampy, and Fort Boulder is filled with slaves. So I'm heading back north. What news from Bindland? How fares my country?
War, unfortunately.
I suspected so. I'm assuming
If you can stand another half day, why don't you accompany us, and we'll be heading back that way shortly.
She looks back and goes, "Yes, I've only been travelling for an hour or so. Now a couple of hours is going to do much difference. Of course I'll accompany you, Dolaf. I will provide you in any way I can. Provide you assistance in any way I can."
Well, and we'll do the same if there's any more orc attacks.
As you finish talking to her from one of the sides, you see that there's like a bank, and then you see there's a row of brambles and stuff. In front of you, Eitree's illusion disappears, and she comes out of the tree line. She goes, "You can never be too safe, of course. I saw this deep gnome approaching, and I didn't know who he was, so I left my illusion on the road." And she approaches down the bank.
This one is Tumble, also known as Tantor.
I do believe I met him at the wedding, but we didn't have enough time to get acquainted.
Nice to meet you.
It's a
And
pleasure.
yeah, very shrewd of you.
Well, I am a cleric of Timora. You should have expected that. You do know they dabble in illusions and a little bit of trickery, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll keep my eye out next time.
But I am here to provide assistance. I will show you towards the standing stones. I've had a few people walk past it in the past couple of days, but not many stop to pay their respects. In time of war, many head towards the great swords instead.
Perhaps you could assist us with a little ritual.
I can try.
Cool. Hop on.
Yeah, okay. She leaps onto the side of the crate, sits down, goes, "Oh, an injured woman." And doesn't pay much attention to Ileana other than that. She looks and goes, "I'm assuming your ritual, this is as you're travelling along, is something to do with her.
Uh-huh.
Who is she?"
I look to Dolaf.
She, we believe, is Ileana. But,
Sorry, what?
but not the Ileana that seems to be plaguing Bindsland presently. It's a very long story. We have another hour or so, I think. I'll regale you.
Okay, so you regale her.
And then I'll go through what we've kind of learned.
Because everyone else will be there to back you up, can you make a persuasion check with advantage? Because she still doesn't believe most of what you're saying. A magnificent mansion. She goes, She sees she's taken with a pinch of salt. There's like talking carpets and drakes and all kinds of stories.
Alive.
Yeah, and
Mystic Rebels.
Okay, I'm here to help, but if what you say is true, then surely this news should be spread across the land.
No, that's not a good idea. A lot of people are still fighting Ileana's men, or at least they believe to be.
She nods. Okay, well, I will keep your secret. This I vow. And she brings out a coin, kisses it, makes the vow on Timora, puts it back in her contacts. Let's go. And you approach the standing stones. You notice there are about 8 different staircases that lead up to the standing stones. She goes, "What are we here for before we approach? I mean, a specific staircase denotes a specific reason to come here for guidance. What, are we here for healing, or are we here for war? Are we here healing? Then follow me." And she takes you around the other side of the hillock, and there is a set of marble staircases that are straight, where the rest have curved round and go different directions. And you see each staircase has like a different symbol, a religious symbol carved into it. And she says, "We must approach this staircase to get to the top. I mean, approaching the others will tell the spirits and the elements here that we come for a specific reason. It helps transition the approach and the question if the elements know what you are going to ask."
Mm-hmm.
And you guys, you can't take the cart up here at all, so one of you's going to have to carry her.
They're alright, by the way. I had a chat with them the other day.
But you went to the Great Swords, so a different,
Oh,
probably
yeah,
a different
I
set.
think Vegas just think that
Yeah.
they're probably the same spirits since they inhabit the same region.
Very good. Do you want to do the honors?
Okay.
Well, I think Vago was injured. I'll take her if you wish.
Fine now, Dolaf. I don't mind.
As long as you're sure.
Yes, I'm fine.
And as you approach, the true magnificence and massiveness of these standing stones hits you. They are huge. And you don't know how they got here. Magic, probably, because of how large they are.
Who the fuck builds a stone?
Yeah, I knew you would say this.
Can't help it.
The stone what?
Who the fuck builds a Stonehenge?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
2 stone guys.
Yep. So the 4 of you step up into this huge area. You see one of the trees nearby has been knocked down, and there are bits of twigs and old campfires dotted around where pilgrims stop to rest. But I'm assuming you all approach the center.
Yeah, let's get this over with. Don't see how a big pile of rocks is gonna resurrect someone, but
Not to worry. Let me worry about that.
Each tree takes you to the center, and she says, "We should put her in here." And you see that there's a bowl, a giant stone bowl. That's the only way you can describe it, like a circle of stones with a depression in the center.
I'll defer to your expert judgment here.
Yes, let's bring her here. And, well, let's hope that the spirits are in a good mood today.
The sun begins to set, casting orange rays across the countryside.
If I'm honest, this is a little out of my comfort zone, so Fagor and can't remember her name now.
Eitri.
Fagor and Eitri, if you can commune with the spirits or do what you can, I would be mostly appreciated.
Yes, I will attempt this. This may take some time. I would suggest you find someplace comfortable.
I look around, seeing no such place, and so just like meander around the edge.
Yeah, of course, to Vagr's mind, there's probably 100 comfortable places around it.
Yeah.
Okay, so Eitri.
Where are my cushions?
Eitri says, "It's a pleasure to meet you, Fagor. If you are helping Dolaf, any friend of Dolaf is a friend of mine, and if I can help you in any way, assist you, please let me know. I mean, I've been known to dabble in this."
Well, depending on how the spirits are feeling today, that might be necessary. Depending on what their customs are, or what their wishes are. I generally have a good idea, but you never know when one decides to turn hostile.
Indeed. Well, I will leave you to do your thing.
I'm going to try and use a grappling hook and get on top of one of these standing stones.
Okay, fine. I'm not gonna make you make. You can get on top. I'm not gonna let you make a check. It's fine. Okay, your knowledge of the right of spirits
No,
increase.
I'll look back at me.
Mhm.
Tumble. Tumble! Get down from there.
Well, I'm just looking around.
Yes, that is the problem. This is very disrespectful. Please, come down.
Is there anything atop these standing stones?
No. It's all other than a bit of bird shit.
Yeah, it's nothing but bird shit anyway. I climb back down.
Okay, so
Not everything's purpose in life is to be shiny, Tumble.
okay,
Well,
so Vagor, what do you do here? I'm assuming you carry Ileana into this depression.
Yeah, I'll carry her and I'll
And
lay
you-
her down in there.
You do notice as you get in, even with your low passive perception, you do notice that
Hey, low. It's
Is it-
40.
14. Oh yeah, 14's enough. You notice there are blood stains all around the bowl where people have been sacrificed here as well.
Mhm.
Okay, so as you place her in the bowl, you do feel that tingling sensation of the elements nearby. You feel the cold draft. You feel the heat upon your face. The ground beneath your feet begins to rumble, and you begin to sweat. And in that sweat, you feel the cold presence of a water elemental.
Hello?
Hello. Verbolg.
Yes, good day, good spirit. May I speak to you for a moment?
Why have you brought me Void? And you can tell you're talking to 4 different figures. Oh, he just seeks to cure her, I believe. Well, I don't care.
We seek to cure her and, if possible, cleanse her of what ails her.
You seek to cleanse her? Cleanse her? Well, that's what he said, isn't it?
That is what I said.
You see, there's a rather silent individual, but you can feel his presence as well. And the ground just rumbles in frustration, knowing that there's an earth elemental nearby that's not really talking, but just listening in. Well, shall we begin the ritual? Yes, exercising Void can be rather difficult.
I understand. What do you require me to do?
Show me a display of power. Are we doing it that way? Yes, we are. Oh, well, sometimes I get... And he goes, shut up and do it. Can everyone roll initiative?
Which one was it that was talking? Was that fire?
You can't tell the one that was vicious, the one that wanted the fight. You can't tell.
Okay.
But he did say,
And-
show us a display of power.
And the one that was being kind?
You get the feeling that might have been the air.
Okay.
Okay, so has everyone rolled?
Sorry. No.
No, that's cool.
I'll add my
Can we hear what that was?
No, only Vagor heard it. So this is just going to be as a complete, absolute surprise when this happens.
Okay.
Although it's not an actual surprise because Dola, I'm assuming Vagor would warn you.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure that I understand exactly what they mean by display of power, because I'm sure there's been cases where they wanted me to display some power to see if I'm worthy or anything. So I don't think I know exactly what's happening.
Okay, well, first of all, you see two elementals appear on either side. They spawn from the hinges. They basically create a gate, don't they? So you do notice that they come through it, just like there's an explosive energy. Here.
Wait, what? That's supposed to be happening?
I think so. They want us to show power. Not quite sure how.
Oh, I can think of a few ways. I draw my swords.
Yeah. Okay, so
Don't be too hasty.
it is Tumble's go. Tumble, what are you doing?
Okay, so do these guys look like they're ready to fight as well?
As far as you're concerned, they're big fucking elementals.
That should be fun then. Which one do I go for? Is this a water elemental here?
It looks like a humanoid figure with a base of vortex in water. And it's got two big, hefty arms.
That's great. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm gonna have to dash to get to him. Yeah, I'm gonna have to dash all the way out to him. And I'll draw my lightning short sword and go for a swing at him. See what happens.
Okay, go for a swing.
15 to hit.
Sorry?
15?
15 hits.
Alright. So he takes 8 slashing and 2 lightning damage.
18 slashing, 2 lightning damage.
8
Yeah.
slashing.
Oh, okay. Oh, yep. As you attack, your weapon slides through the vortex of water. Seems to do damage to it, but not like... You're like, ah! And you just part water, get all over the ground around you. Lightning doesn't seem to affect it as much as you thought it would.
Okay, so it's a magical weapon though. Does
Yeah,
it feel...
hasn't got vulnerability to lightning, you can tell.
No. Okay, alright. Let's just check.
Anything else from you?
No, I've used my bonus action to dash.
Okay, so the fire elemental uses a dash action to get there.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Don't shave it, you don't have a beard.
Yep, okay, so that's the fire elemental's turn. It surges along the ground, leaving a trail of fire as it heads towards Vagor, and you can, as its voice comes out, Vagor, you notice that was the one that goes, show us the power! And as his hands are going up, and you see storms of fire appearing above him. Don't laugh.
Alright, good job, Vega. You got that one.
I do.
I'll give Vega a hand, seeing as he got messed up earlier.
You keep saying that. I did have a good rest in the cart, you know. It's been a few hours.
Clearly, he's just not used to your furball constitution.
Okay, yeah, the arrow seems to hit it, burns up, but the thing lets out a roar, so you can tell that you've hurt it.
Good. Then I'll try again.
11, I'm afraid, goes wide, and you see the arrow set on fire and leaves tracer as it sinks into the earth.
Nice.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll just back up to the edge of the map and...
Yeah, that's what you might.
Typical Dalaf.
So, Vagor.
Yes, well, in this case, I will take out my decanter of endless water,
Yeah.
point it at the fire elemental, and go, Gazer.
Nice. Okay.
Oh, wow. Good about that thing.
So, what does Geyser do?
It produces 30 gallons of water that gushes forth and hits it in the face, basically.
Okay, so you just did 30 damage. Nice. 30 gallons is... you just go... and it goes... "Ah!" as you blast like a shotgun-sized hole through the center of its chest.
And if it is... if it can go prone...
No,
I'm not sure if
it
it's
can't.
immune or not.
No,
okay,
it can't.
'cause otherwise I have to make a strength saving throw. But
No.
I figured that it wouldn't.
Yeah, but it says something like per gallon of water it takes 1 damage.
Oh wow. Yeah.
So it's...
How's that for power? Back off.
I am not done yet! Eitree's like confused at the moment. She takes a step back, sees Tumble fighting the water elemental, brings her book up, and then fires a bolt towards the water elemental. Hits for 14 radiant, making the next attack advantage. It blasts into the water elemental, and he begins to glow up. And she slams her book, puts it aside, brings the mace up, and goes, "Ah!" and charges towards the water elemental.
Good job. That's gonna help. That's gonna help a lot. Advantage means I get sneak attack.
Yep, that's why she did it. She's not dumb. Okay, so the water elemental steps here and then goes, "Oh, well, I just wanted to say I'm sorry for this," and he just begins to grow larger and larger until you and the cleric are trapped in him. Can you make strength saving throw? And she falls into a vortex of water.
Oh god.
Okay, so what did you get?
Oh, okay. I got. Let's have a look. Drink ain't a great thing for me. Nope.
Ouch.
Sorry.
Okay, so both you and her are grappled. You take 16 damage. It's bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled. Each turn you spend in it grappled, you take 2d8 plus 4.
Am I able to uncanny dodge?
Yeah, you're unable to uncanny dodge that damage.
So did you say I am? Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. All right. I'll take 8.
Yep, she takes 16. She looks very hurt. As
Really?
She's slammed against the standing stone. You can see that her nose is all bloodied. It's just mingling with the water elemental, turning his base blood red.
Okay.
Tumble, it's your go. You can make I believe you can make a strength saving throw.
Can I like twirl out of this thing?
Yeah, it says that you can make a escape to grapple, so you can do acrobatics as well, even.
All right. Excellent. In that case, I'm not going to bother downing my water, my potion of water breathing. I'm just going to try and escape it instead. Yeah, I'm just going to try and spin myself out of the water. Whilst doing so, I'm going to pull out my sword and slice as I do.
I'm assuming does the escape require an action?
Possibly.
Yes, it does require your action to get out.
That's how grappling works.
All right. Yeah, I'll try it. 27.
27. You just managed to bound out. Yeah.
Oof. Okay. Cool. Can't do much else. Apart from bonus action, disengage, perhaps. Can't really hide much elsewhere. So yeah, I'll bonus action, disengage.
Okay. Yep.
I'm going to go right behind these standing stones.
Mm-hmm.
Get out of line of sight.
Yep.
Okay. If that's my go, that's my go. Yeah.
Yep. The fire elemental goes, "I will scour you clean."
That's precipitation.
Okay, so he manages to swipe across you. I'm sure that's meant to have damage in there somewhere, but let me check the character. 2d6 plus 3, and it didn't roll it.
Click the attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Oh god.
So does a total of
Jesus Christ.
it slams into your body with fire damage. How's that for power?
Any damage reduction from being soaked from the geyser?
I would say you can negate the burning damage, which is the secondary part.
Okay, so I still take this damage.
Yeah, 22 fire.
Oh, 20. Okay, yeah. Cool.
Mhm.
Thank you. That's very kind.
Dolaf, you see that the fire elemental is like trying to burn Vega into the ground with this surge of burning hands and just shaking his essence around.
Yeah, well, I'll just keep the attack up on that guy then, because he looks pretty pissed. God damn it.
No, like I said, just trace a fire as your arrow hits it. It goes.
Yeah, I'll draw back a bit on that and just go for hitting it rather than hitting it in a vital.
Yeah, and that does damage.
I'll action surge.
Okay.
Another
Oh,
one.
yeah, that's a nice one. Wait.
And then a final one.
Is this a magical weapon?
It is.
Okay, cool. 13.
Well, it's magical ammunition. It's not a magical weapon. It's magical
Okay,
ammunition.
got it. Yep, 16. 30. Nice. That has hurt it. You see it's weakening.
That's the end of my turn.
Mm-hmm. You see it's growing smaller and smaller as every arrow hits it. So Vagor, it's your go.
Yeah, then once I have the decanter out, I can just use a bonus action to do it again.
Okay.
So I'll again just try and get all of it, just sprouting around like a hose that's out of control.
Like a fireman.
Trying to hose him down as much as I can.
Okay. You spray it towards it, and it gets smaller and smaller and smaller until you just hit and it disappears.
Oh my god.
Turns into a little ember that just goes. Okay, and what's your actual action?
I guess at this point I will try and speak and speak to the water elemental.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say to it, "There, I've shown my power. If you wish me to show more, me and my friends will. It is your choice."
Okay.
That's it.
Oh my god.
I told you that the water elemental doesn't seem very intelligent. But you notice that right behind you, Vagor, where Ileana is, her body, she goes, and you see fire ignite all over her.
Okay.
She's like, ah! She actually begins screaming as if she was awake.
Not sure if that's the cleansing ritual or something else going on. Let me have a look at her, and I'll just climb onto the rim and have a look.
Okay,
And see.
no heat is coming from this fire at all as you approach.
Okay. No, it's good.
Mm.
And I think I've talked enough to warrant an action, so that'll be my turn.
Okay, so each tree is like, what the? She begins screaming.
Get out of there!
She's like, never!
What? She's stuck inside the water elemental, isn't she?
She just goes, protect me! As blazing amount of lights and Timora's guardians appear around her.
Jesus, it's going all out.
Yeah. Is Spirit Guardians at the start of her turn? Or is when they cast it as well?
When they enter it for the first time, which is now,
Yep.
or at the start of the turn of the creature.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so 1 moment. Opening up carrot sheets as such. So it fails and takes 18 radiant damage.
Cool.
She doesn't try to get out of the well.
Really? Okay.
That's her go. She will use a bonus action actually. No, she can't. Never mind. The water elemental sees that Tumble's got away, is very disinterested in the cleric, drops her, she slams against the ground, and then surges. I'll see the movement, how much movement it's got. Not much. Makes a dash action. There.
Uh-oh.
Ends its turn. Tumble.
Okay, I'm gonna use my bonus action to hide, or trying to use my stony camouflage here against this stonework. So, I mean, I've already got advantage on the attack anyway, but might as well. So 23.
23. Is it?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
it's
That
stealth.
was a stealth roll, I think.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's me
it's a
just
stealth
hiding. Yeah, it's just me hiding against the stonework.
Yeah, I mean, you notice that the radiant bolt on it hasn't gone off. Like, still there. No one's
True.
attacked it since.
That's true. Okay, in that case, as I'm kind of still, I'm going to sneak up behind it as he didn't see me against the stonework, I'm gonna pull out my short sword and ready in action to attack it after Dolaf.
Ready to attack it after Dolaf.
As soon as Dolaf's first arrow strikes, I will strike it as well.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Sorry, yeah, so I'll let him take the radiant advantage shot, and then I'll take the sneak attack shot.
Okay.
So yeah, Dolaf, go ahead.
Yeah, well, seeing it lit up brightly, I'll attempt to make a sharpshooter shot.
You hit.
Nice.
Good.
You got advantage.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Yeah. Blast a hole in it. Water parts.
Yeah.
I'll take my attack
Nice.
for 26. And some sneak attack. Oh, that's a good damage roll.
Shit, you got
So he takes 30 damage from me.
Mm-hmm.
Magical damage. Oh, he's getting smaller. Slicing away.
You're like, he's like, oh no, I'm a child again. Oh no.
You're gonna be nothing more than a puddle after we're done with you.
Minus
Taking
10.
another shot.
Yep.
I think Vagor is right, you know. I think we've demonstrated our power quite sufficiently.
I don't think so.
Oh my god, well, I'm gonna have to, get a straw. Help you up.
At this point, I think I just start wandering back towards Vagor and waiting for Tumble just to stand on it.
Okay. Vagor, you notice that you can see the other two standing stones are beginning to come to life as well. The opposites next to them. One's becoming covered in this tornado, and the other's just beginning to rumble.
Is this happening?
Yes, I believe it is. At this point, I will summon an idol.
Cool.
Technically, if Iltri is still in that thing, is she
No.
fallen out at
She
this
was
point?
dropped there.
Yeah, she was dropped because the
Okay.
water elemental wanted to move.
Okay.
So I'll drop my totem just next to me, basically.
Okay.
Just over here. I guess over here.
Yeah. Rises up out of the ground.
Bit further. So. I don't think I can reach Tumble anyway. I can. Okay, good. Okay, so cast it over there.
Mhm.
And then just duck down, so I'm covered behind the rim, maybe from some of them. That's it.
Okay. Each tree then, confused, turns towards Vagor. Still has her spirit guardians up.
Come round, finish this thing.
She doesn't see it. She stands here and then goes, Vagor, what's coming? She can hear the.
I'm guessing earth, air, and
Heart.
fire powers combined. Eliana is got some clown.
This little thing moves over to Tumble. Does the 13 or 15 hit?
Check. I have 16 AC.
Okay, so it just goes, it rushes up your body and then gets in your face, tries to climb in your mouth to drown you. You're like, "Ah!" You manage to swat it away and it splashes against the ground.
What are you doing? Just give up already. Come on.
No. And that's when the other two standing stones light up and you see these elementals appear. The air immediately gets a go, rushes towards Dolaf and goes to slam him.
Holy shit, that came out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Critical and a 25.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Holy crap.
They're both hit.
Heads up. Holy shit. That's gonna wreck you, mate.
So you take a total of...
Ouch.
Ouch, yeah. I think that's 40 bludgeoning damage.
It is.
As it basically picks you up with the air, slams you against the ground, and as you bounce back up, it catches you in the gust, you begin to spin wildly, and then it just lets go and you go and then hit the ground again. And this one just goes, well, I'm back. The earth elemental will probably move. Burrow. It burrows and stays under there. Moves 60 feet.
Can we see where it's burrowing?
Yeah, you can see it like a molehill right there.
Keep your distance from that one.
I will leave it on the token layer because you can blatantly see this molehill of sorts.
Yeah.
So tumble.
Okay. Probably finish off this water element then. Yeah, I'm gonna try and take my short sword attack at it. And this. Oh.
The 10 hits.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, it's got 10 hits.
Oh, okay. Flipping egg. That's a spot of luck.
Go on, let's see how much damage you do.
Okay, so I did 8, 3, and then the offhand attack if I can.
Wait, you need to do 11. You need to do 10, sorry, and you did 11.
Okay,
so you killed it, yeah. And he just goes, "Nah," as he just turns into a little puddle.
Ah, sorry, guy. And I just see Dolap's like, just smacked by this thing. I'm like, oh shit! Hold on, I'm coming. Oh god, what do I do against this thing? Let's have a look down the list. Dum dee dum. Yeah, I honestly don't have much against this. Let me just check real quick what a elixir.
I know while you're checking, Vagor, behind you, the water suddenly turns to a greenish. The fire turns to a greenish blue, is doused, and then you see Ileana's body shoot up as she begins puking up water and hacking.
Rituals are never pretty.
No. Appeasement of the elements is never pretty.
Meanwhile, could you duplicate one of the totem sheets for me, please? I have another totem to make, and I'll send you a token.
Okay.
What's a potion of fire breath do? Because
allows you to breathe fire. Like, I believe it does 3d6. I'm not quite sure, but
that's not bad. Sounds like a fun thing to do. DC 13 Dex save or 46 fire damage. Yeah, that could work. And I can do that 3 times. Sweet. All right. Glug, glug, glug. I'll down this potion as a bonus action.
Okay, yeah. Glug, 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 glug. And suddenly you belch and there's like a ring of fire come out. You're like,
sorry, Liam, could you copy one of the totem sheets?
Oh.
That way I don't have to change anything.
Right, okay. Well done.
Sorry.
Cool. All right. I'll move up a little bit to try and get a better angle. Hold on. 5, 10, 15, 25. Yeah, I'm going to go to the...
Okie dokie, so you've moved?
We're going there.
Yep.
Okay, that's my go.
Dolaf, sir.
Yeah, clutching at his ribs on the floor, he starts to crawl away, realizing the air elemental's coming down to slam onto him. He blinks away with a face step, and then scrambles another 30 feet away.
I'm going to go that direction.
Which is like another 25 feet off the map.
Yep. That would actually be the bank, so...
Yeah, to like get to the lip of it. And
Okay.
then take the shots at the air elemental.
Oh.
Hoping that it's not too gusty.
Arnie just disappeared. Oh, he's back.
Yeah, he's probably just fixing stuff. He had a few issues,
No,
didn't
I'm
he?
not fixing anything. It's just my PC just went poof. Discord disappeared.
Oops.
Okay, so you've phase stepped away and then hit with that. Let me check its stats because I'm... Okay, cool. Total of 14. The second one does actually hit.
Oh, nice.
With 14, 17 plus... Yep, got it. Nice. Yep. It doesn't like that. Not one bit.
Good. That's my end of my turn. Oh, you know, actually, fuck it. No, I'm going to grasping arrow it with that last shot.
Oh, sorry. Have you guys, while you've been in, are you still in range while you're shooting, or were you far?
Tumble was far. Tumble actually didn't get an attack, but...
Yeah, no, if you're shooting from there, you won't get the bonus from the totem.
Okay. Where's the tome? So I can read it. Oh, it's here. Okay, right.
I
That's
picked
fine.
cold, that's why I didn't mention it. I wanted to do cold.
Cold, right?
Yeah, sorry, I left its radius. I was just getting the fuck away because it hurt.
Yeah. Just next.
I was
time,
only finishing off the water
all
element.
the way out if you don't teleport. That's all.
Did Scarpin shot count as grappled?
What's it say? I don't think it's a grapple.
Oh, no, wait. It goes right through it. Unaffects it. and just check something on its stat block. It goes. It just looks down like.
Okay.
Mm. You realise that the grasping arrow hasn't taken hold. Is that the end of your go, Dola?
It was, yes.
Okay, so Vagor, it's your go.
Doesn't mention a grapple. Hmm.
No, it's not grappled, but the thing is immune to it.
Immune to what?
It's immune to poison, anything that affects it with poison.
Okay, so the slashing damage, it will still be on it.
Mhm.
It just doesn't get that 6 poison damage.
Mhm.
But the slashing damage can still affect it.
All right. Yeah, I think I will check if I can make that. Yeah, just run up and say, "So arrogant. Not good. Not good at all." But neither am I, so that's fine.
Yeah. Is this to attack the elemental that's underground?
Yeah, I just want to
Yeah.
poke my spear into the ground.
Okay, you're like, oh, and it doesn't seem to affect it.
Vagor on his spear. Affects it.
And hold on.
Yep.
I guess the total. If it, I guess it can't attack from where it is now, right? The underground one.
No, it can't. No, not yet.
Okay, then this totem will go over here. Actually, we'll go over there
Oh my god, I just got something amazing.
and try and slam into the air element.
Okay, go ahead. I'm afraid that a 12 is a miss.
Uh-uh.
Okay, so you go to smash and it just finds air.
Mhm.
Okay, the air elemental. Oh no, it's E-trees go, sorry. Sheet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh yeah, Spirit Guardians.
Yep, steps right there and just goes "Wah!" as all the Timora Greek phalanx looking ones lower their shields and spears and begin moving in. And both elementals are in range, so
Cool.
yeah, fella, this one takes a wisdom saving throw.
They're not very wise, are they?
Nope, this one takes 18 damage. I'm going to stick with the original roll so I don't have to keep rolling. The other one, however, I'll do it now because it's going to get its turn next. No, actually, fuck that. This air elemental turns and goes to hit her with the first
Oh
attack.
god.
He's like, I had enough of that.
No.
He manages to hit her. And it hits her for 20 bludgeoning damage, knocking her unconscious.
Shit.
Rip Spirit Guardians.
Yeah. And then it turns to Vagor and goes for the next slam attack. Ah.
Ooh, rolled a
Just
2.
swings, and Vagor manages to duck underneath as you hear the roaring of the arcane wind. Yeah.
How you down,
It
Vagor?
takes 5 damage.
Oh yeah, true. I'm slashing.
Okay, and then the earth one will burst out the ground. No,
Uh-oh.
we'll burrow right there.
Just bear in mind, I'm another
Yeah.
25 feet off the
Oh
map.
no, and then comes out right next to Tumble.
Jesus! Oh god!
It's like, he goes, hello, little one.
Uh-oh. I keep my distance from this guy, I think. I'll try to.
It's Tumble's go.
Okay. Shit. This thing looks massive.
He is absolutely a hulking golem of an earth
How much
elemental.
damage have we done to that air elemental?
Some.
He hasn't shrunk in size yet.
No, so he's not really taking much. Alright, well then, time to get started on this guy. Alright, I'm gonna skirt around so I don't get Dolaf in this. Bonus action,
He's
freeze
far
fire.
away. Oh yeah, you're like,
Dex saving throw.
okay.
DC 13.
It doesn't have any resistances to fire. Nice. Okay, so. Oh my god, -1 dex.
Yeah, perfect.
4!
Nope, alright, so he takes a nice juicy 46 fire damage.
Nice.
15 fire.
Yeah,
As I just belch up.
yeah. It roars over its body, lighting up all the moss and the grass on top of its head.
You wanted power!
He just goes, my hair!
You haven't got any hair.
I did! He's like little moss on fire on top of his head.
And someone else isn't in range, are they? Dolaf isn't in range to be sneak attacking, is he?
No, he's actually 25 foot further away.
Okay, alright, I'll strike at him with my short sword.
That's a hit.
19. Cool. takes 8 slashing, 1 lightning
Yeah.
from my magical short sword.
Oh, one moment. No, fuck me. And no, it's not immune to thunder either. No, lightning or anything like that.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
That's it. That should go,
yeah.
I'm assuming.
I'm afraid that is it. Yeah.
So, Dolaf. You see this hulking brute come out of the ground.
Yeah, I'm just going to continue the focus fire on the air elemental though at the minute, I think.
Okay, so, yeah, cool.
Make that attack.
Just, it hits the whirlwind and just begins swirling inside it.
And then that attack.
That 16 is a hit.
Okay. And then at the end of my turn, I will also... Oh, lovely. Max.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
What I needed.
Yeah.
That's what I needed. Oh, okay. That's the end of my turn.
Okay, cool.
Oh, no, hold on, actually. When the first one misses,
I thought
you turn it back towards the earth
it
elemental.
just goes into the wind elemental and just flies
funny.
back at... Not again.
Roll exactly.
No,
this.
and as it hits the earth elemental, it just looks at it as it snaps against its flesh. And it's like, oh,
I should be even less than that, actually, because I rolled the wrong one.
don't you tickle me.
Crap.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a lie. I shouldn't be doing that either. Because I use second wind as bonus action.
Yeah. Well,
It missed anyway, whatever.
there you go.
Yes. Well, I will do what I did before. Just try and stab at this thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
I don't know what it is with my characters in this game. I just roll crap all the time.
You got this, Vega.
You just go to shove the spear in, and you're like, it doesn't seem to be doing anything.
Yeah. Well, first of all, then my my totem will make a reaction attack.
Mm-hmm. That's it. Does it get the
Sure
extra
can.
damage?
Yeah, I'm not sure whether it does or not.
I'll read the thing again. I think it just says allies.
You and any ally in the area. So if you count the idol as my ally, then I guess it will.
Sure.
So an extra 4 cold, and then when it's its turn, it will also try and attack. But on my turns, apparently.
It's like swinging and smashing and just... The first one seems to hit, but misses. The second one misses. Each tree will make a death saving throw.
Mm-mm.
How do you GM roll? It's /GM...
It's just GR.
GR.
It's alright, we'll just add her to the pile of revive.
You see blood begins to pour out of her eyes, her nose, and parts of her
fine.
wounds.
It's okay, I can get her up afterwards.
The air elemental walks up to her and goes to hit her.
Oh, it's fine.
I'm gonna restart my PC now. My fucking Firefox is not working. We're back.
Okay.
It's ridiculous.
Alright.
Fuck! Oh my god! He went to kill her, and he just slams the earth, and her body goes, and then rolls off. And he goes, fair enough. Turns around,
Holy shit, I thought this was just a test. You're gonna kill us?
turns to Vagor, and goes to attack him.
Yes, that's a yes.
Oh my god, I'm sorry, he's not even here to... Oh! Oh my god. And
Yeah.
Vagor goes flying like... No, he's on his last legs, though.
Fuck.
Indeed. The Earth Elemental goes to attack you with both of its slam attacks, Tumble.
Mm-mm.
11, the first one misses, and the second one hits, I'm assuming.
16 is a hit. However, I think I'm going to use my quick scroll of shield to get rid of that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep,
Yeah.
scroll of shield. Popping that.
Yeah, okay, so you bring out the scroll, and it forms in... It burns away, forming into an arcane shield, and it goes poof, and then its secondary fist hits it, and you just feel like this force emanate from you, and wind blows past you, as it like... And you can see the arcane barrier cracking up and down.
Okay. Keep dancing. Keep moving, Tumble. You got this.
It is your turn, Tumble.
Alright. I just realized there's that thing. I'm going to use my bonus action to breathe fire again. So
Yeah.
DC 13. I can't believe I'm like, scroll, potions. This is a true thief. Okay, no.
Fucking elementals, yo.
Take another 11 fire damage.
He's like, no, my back hair.
Well, that's
As he-
interesting. I can hear you. I haven't re-logged into Windows yet.
What?
I'm
That's
still on my
brilliant.
Windows login screen. I can hear you.
Weird.
Just so you know, Arno, you did take 16 bludgeoning damage from the air elemental after it failed to kill the cleric.
No, I wasn't there. It's fine.
Well,
I'll
I
apply it
blast
once I'm
him.
back in the game.
As I blast him with the flames, I'm going to run skid underneath his legs, and as the smoke clears, I'm going to strike him from behind with my short sword, and it getting empowered from the totem as well.
oh yeah, because you just get in range if you move there. Nice.
Oh, yes!
Oh!
Let's go!
Yeah, let's go.
So he takes 16 plus
2d6.
4, so he takes 20 from that, and an extra 2d6 cold. Which is that crit as well?
No, it
That
is.
is already crit.
Yeah, 2d6 is the crit.
Oh, okay,
So
excellent.
30
So
damage.
30 damage. Can do this all day, you slow pile of rock.
Okay, anything else from you?
That's it. I've used everything.
Yeah. Okay, so Dolaf, you can see that the air elemental actually went to kill the cleric. Like,
Rude.
Right, well, we got to put that down then. So let's make an attempt at doing that.
1v1.
19 is a
Earth
hit.
element. So cool.
Nice.
Mhm.
Woo.
And I'll make a second sharpshooter shot.
Okay, so it gets smaller and smaller and smaller until pop, you kill it.
Ah, the second one got it.
Yeah,
Nice.
Same.
nice.
Yeah, 2 health
Okay.
left. Yep.
And then that's the end of my turn for that one, I think.
Man, if it had hit, that would have actually killed her. I just realised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dickhead.
Oh, I knew. Yeah, I knew that. Vagor, you noticed that the air elemental, after hitting you, is hit with 2 arrows. It roars, and you turn to your right, and you see a gust of wind appearing around Ileana.
Am I still the only one seeing all that?
Yeah, you see her. No, well, everyone sees her being lifted up by a tornado like wind, and her body's floating slightly.
Okay.
It is your turn.
Yeah, I think at this point I will bring out the big guns, pull out my sling instead of my spear.
I like it, David. Vagor and the Goliath.
It really doesn't matter what. Like,
Oh my god. Hey, watch where you're throwing that thing.
Yeah,
eh?
like, ding.
Well, you know you said about that cleric dying.
Oh no!
Comes loose out of the sling and
Yeah,
smacks.
it does actually hit the earth elemental, and he's like, "I'm made of these things."
and
I'm
then
throwing
the
pebbles at a
will go
stage drink.
and smash.
Okay. Okay, that's not a hit.
Okay. Then I'm done.
Okay, so you also notice that Eitri coughs up a load of blood, and you can see she's on death door.
Okay.
Um,
Alright. Can do this.
The earth elemental then goes to make both slam attacks against Tumble.
Yeah, here we go. Same story. Bring it on.
17 and 13.
17's a hit. I'm going to uncanny
No,
dodge.
it's not. You've still got the shield, haven't you?
Then, wait.
It lasts until the start of your next turn, doesn't it?
Oh, in that case, perfect. Let me check. You're right. You might be right, actually.
Yeah, I think I am.
Well, then, sweet.
Yeah, it goes bang, and it's just like trying to break through.
But technically, I did have a go, didn't I? Oh, I
No,
can't
you
remember.
did it. You did it on its go, which meant
Yeah.
it was just after. No, yeah. So I'm not quite
Yeah,
sure.
so
It didn't last very long, I guess.
No, it's finished now. Literally after its turn.
they would have finished on his turn, which
Yeah,
was
as soon as
right
I
after.
started my
yeah,
turn.
yeah. So now it's
So
gone.
that one. No, the other turn, because I went straight after it on the other side.
Oh, yeah. So
Yeah,
it hits then, yeah.
Alright, I'm going to uncanny dodge it.
Okay. Your uncanny dodge, 10 bludgeoning damage. You get smacked round the gob. You're like, ah,
That's fine.
ah.
That's fine. If I only come away with just that, I'll be happy. I look back at Vacor and Dolaf, feel like, oh. And the poor Iltri as well. Jesus. Alright, okay, it's my turn. Time to finish this guy. I use my last breath of the potion of fire breathing at DC 13.
I don't think this thing's ever going to pass. Oh my god, what? Suddenly it finds its acrobatic legs.
Alright, well, it takes half of 14.
Yeah.
So it takes 7 fire damage.
Yep.
And does the totem count as something for
No,
sneak
not
attack?
for that. It's
Bloody
a
hell.
attack.
Alright, well then, I'll hack away at it. 16 to hit.
I'm afraid a 16 doesn't break through its rocky flesh as you attack. Ting!
Oh, shit. Okay. Down to you guys. Finish this thing before it crushes me.
Dolaf.
I'll step 5 foot forwards, feeling the surge of power from the war totem,
Mm-hmm.
and make a couple attacks.
18 is a hit.
Oh, that's definitely a hit.
Oh. Is indeed.
It's another 4 cold damage, providing it's still doing cold damage.
Yep. Okay, so ting, ting, the arrows stick in, they dig in a couple of inches, and you see the things like, ah!
That's my turn.
Oh, you little
Vagor, it's your go. You see the earth elemental's nothing but a big pile of human-sized rocks now.
Once it gets really small, just stick it in your sling and lob it.
Yes!
Oh
Wait.
my god!
Hey!
How would you like to kill it?
Rolling
Just
ones on the
because
crit.
That's
Oh yeah, it's definite.
cold damage.
Yeah, it's down.
So what I imagine happens is that I grabbed a slightly larger bullet for my sling this time,
Mm-hmm.
and just sling it, and it just knocks its head clean out of place, and just the sling bullet sits there where its head is
Mm-hmm.
for a few seconds, and then just collapses to the ground.
Okay, yeah, and it dies. Okay, and you guys, I'll tell you what just happened. So as you finished the battle, and it was Eitri's turn, literally just afterwards, you all turn to her, and she just goes, ah!
What are you kidding?
No, she sits up with 1 HP. She's like, did we get him?
We
did.
are amazing.
I'll screenshot if you want. She rolled a natural 20 on that last one.
Fuck
It was the
you.
matter between life and death, and she rolled a natural 20.
Fucking A.
Amazing.
Oh my god, guys, we just kicked ass.
Good work, everyone.
Is this enough power for you?
And it goes very silent around the standing stones. And as you see Ileana lifted up by these elements, the forces, there is that moment when you see all of the elements coalesce around her into a whirlwind. They form a ring of a green energy, and then they sink into her chest. She slams against the bottom of the bowl, the depression. Her eyes open. She shoots up, spins. Ah! And immediately a guiding bolt goes flying off in a random direction as she tries to fight. And it goes sizzles off into the sky. She turns to you all. Her eyes narrow. She falls to one knee.
Calm down there. Are you quite alright?
She has a weird look in her face, in her eyes. She steps out of the bowl on all fours, crawls strangely, sits strangely, almost like a toad. And then she looks up at Tumble. In her eyes, she's got a familiar glint, familiar madness in them. Goes,
Oh, for fuck's sake.
looks at Tumble and goes, "Oh, how cute! An elephant deep from the Saharan desert." And that's where we end today's
Tell
session.
me the void's in her head as well.
And that's where we end today's session, I'm afraid. So,
No one is safe from the void.
yeah, thank you for watching, of course, and we'll catch you again in 2 weeks.
Goodbye.